Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Ravens Review. Now, I watched the other video, and yeah, there's some audio issues because my voice will randomly go up, so that's not good. But hopefully, this video, the audio won't be as janky. So sorry about that. But we had our first game yesterday. We had the Cowboys and Buccaneers, and honestly, it was closer than I thought it would be. 29-31 win. Only won because of the field goal. So, yeah, that was a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. I know the Cowboys kicker missed a couple field goals at the beginning. He even missed a PAT. Come on, man, you can't do that. But, I mean, they tried a 60-yarder, which they almost made. That's kind of surprising. But ultimately, they lost. I thought it was a good loss, though. And we have other games on Sunday and Monday. And the reason I'm doing this one now is because I want to talk. Let's predict this season. Let's predict who I think is going to go to the playoffs. So we're going to start off with the NFC. I don't really care about the NFC. NFC West. Who do I think is going to win the NFC West? Honestly, I think it's going to be the Rams. I think the Rams are pretty good. They got Matthew Stafford. They took him out of crappy Detroit. Maybe he'll do good. Maybe Jared Goff will also do good in Detroit. He led the Rams to the Super Bowl a couple years ago. He took the Rams to the playoffs last year. Won a game. But honestly, I think this was probably one of the best trades. I think it's a win-win situation for both Detroit and LA. I think LA gets a veteran quarterback that they probably want, and Detroit gets a quarterback that they know that's good. So, yeah, I think the Rams got this. But moving on to the NFC East, the division no one wants. I think the Cowboys have got this. I know they're already 0-1, but they did really good against the Bucks, only losing by 2. So I would say that's a good loss. That's a good loss for the Cowboys. But I think they'll take it. I think the football team, I think it's going to be close between, I think, the Cowboys and the football team, but I think the Cowboys are going to win it in the end. Moving on to the NFC South, we got the Bucks. Now, obviously, they did not win the division last year because of the Saints, Drew Brees. But Drew Brees is gone. He is retired. He had an amazing career with the Saints. Got them their first ever Super Bowl. So that's huge. Took a crappy team and made them really good. But I think the Saints are in a good position right now without Brees. But I don't think they're going to win the division. I think Tom Brady and the Bucks are going to win the division. They got a wild card spot last year, won the Super Bowl. So I think the Bucks definitely have this in the bag. And finally, we got the NFC North. I think the Packers are going to win the Super Bowl. Not the Super Bowl. The division. Honestly, Aaron Rodgers' final season, last hurrah at Green Bay. I think they're going to make it big. I think they want to make it special. Maybe they'll win an NFC Championship game this year. But definitely the Green Bay Packers. I do think there will be some more competition now. Hopefully Justin Fields, a.k.a. the Culver's quarterback, will actually play. And maybe Jared Goff will do good in Detroit. We're just going to have to wait and see until he actually plays on Sunday. But let's talk about wild card teams. San Francisco. I think San Francisco will get a wild card spot. Hopefully they won't all get injured again. which doesn't look like it's gonna happen, but anything is possible. So hopefully that doesn't happen again. I think San Fran has pretty good chances of getting a wild card spot. Another team they have are the Saints. Now the Saints, I do not think will be as good as they were last year. Again, no Breeze, but I think they'll do pretty good without him, and I think they have a pretty good chance on securing a wild card spot. And finally, the last team to my wild card spot, I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna go with the Bears. I think if Justin Fields, it all depends on the Culver's quarterback. Because if Mr. Culver, if he's gonna start, or if he starts eventually, I think he'll take the Bears to the playoffs. If he doesn't, or if he starts late, or the Bears are crappy, I think it's gonna be the Lions. I think the Lions are gonna surprise everyone and go to the playoffs. I think they're gonna do it. I think they have a good chance. They got a quarterback. He's an asshole. They got Jared Goff, who did pretty good in LA. Maybe Detroit will curse him. I don't know. Maybe they'll go 0-17. I don't know. But I think the Rams, not the Rams, I think the Lions are a wild card team. Because I don't know how they're going to do. I don't think anyone knows how good they're going to be or how bad they're going to be. But I think the Lions will shock everyone and get a playoff spot. Or wild card spot. Moving on to the AFC. Talking about the AFC West. This is probably the easiest prediction. Kansas City. I mean, it's really obvious. Kansas City is still really good, and I think they want to run for a third straight Super Bowl. And honestly, I can see Kansas City winning, or I can see Kansas City taking the first round bye again. I can definitely see that happening. I feel like it's probably either going to be the Chiefs or the Bills. They'll probably get that first round bye. So that'll be exciting to see. So moving on to the AFC South, I think Indianapolis is going to do it. They got Carson Wentz. They just got him from Philly. He had an injury a little bit ago, but he is going to start week 1 against whoever they face. I don't know, I forgot. But I think the Colts are going to win the division. It was pretty close between them and Tennessee last year. But I think the Colts are going to do it. They got Wentz. I think they got their man. And hopefully, maybe they'll win. They almost came back against the Bills last year. But moving on to the AFC East, again, another really easy prediction. The Bills, Buffalo is obviously a very stacked team. They did extremely well last year, going 13-3, making it all the way to the championship game. But I think the Bills got this in the bag, like Kansas City. I don't think there's going to be a team that will contest with them for the division. I think the Bills easily got this. And finally, for the AFC North, obviously, the Ravens. Come on. It's so obvious. Yes, our players keep getting injured. Gus Edwards just got injured yesterday, which sucks. It's really bad, but we got Le'Veon Bell. We got the guy who doesn't care. We got the guy from the Saints. I think Baltimore is gonna surprise everyone. Never doubt the Ravens. Don't do it. They're always good. The Ravens are consistently good all the time. I think the Ravens are gonna surprise everyone. I don't think anyone's gonna expect it. They'll be like, oh, they lost so many people. But that just happens. It just happens. It's football. That happens. Yes, losing Dobbins and Gus and Peters is bad. It is bad. But as long as everyone doesn't get injured, hopefully, I think Baltimore's going to surprise everyone. and I may be a little bit biased about that. Let's talk about wildcard teams. Starting with Browns. Obviously, Cleveland shocked everyone last year. Won 11-5. Went to the playoffs. Actually won a playoff game against the Steelers. Absolutely just murdered them, and they could not come back. Haha, Evan. But, but yeah, the Browns definitely. I can see them going to the playoffs again. Or maybe that was just a one-year wonder. You know, Cleveland is Cleveland. The Browns are the Browns. You know, they could mess it all up. Who knows? Cleveland does stupid stuff. Or they've done a lot of stupid stuff. Probably another wild card team. I think I'm going to go on a limb. I'm going to say the Patriots. I think the Patriots, the evil empire, will come back to the playoffs with a vengeance. I don't think they're going to do anything. But I think they're going to do anything? No. Obviously, they kicked out Cam Newton. Bye-bye. You know, we got Mac Jones. But honestly, I don't see them. I don't see them going past the divisional round. I probably see them losing in the wild card round if they do go to the playoffs. And finally, my third wild card team, we're gonna go with the we're gonna go with the Titans, Tennessee. Honestly, you know, Tennessee has been pretty good. You know, they got Derrick Henry, the guy who cannot be tackled. They got Tannehill, whatever his name is, who's kind of good. You know, honestly, I hate Tennessee, but I do see them going back to the playoffs. I see them probably going to the divisional round. I don't see them going to the championship. You know, they did lose to the Ravens, so yay. You know, we finally won a playoff game with Lamar. But yeah, those are my predictions for who's going to the playoffs. Week 1. Week 1's already started yesterday. Yeah. So, I'll do another video next week. How I feel about the Week 1 game. But that's going to be it. Remember, go Ravens.